Wine lovers, there's so much to be excited about this holiday season, even though entertaining a crowd may not be on the table. Jamie Ritchie is here with the Sotheby's Wine Encyclopedia. Can't wait to talk about this, Jamie. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on your show.
Well, talk to us a bit about the amount of wine. The numbers are staggering that Americans purchase every year.
So Americans purchase about 4 billion bottles of wine a year. They're the largest consumers of wine in the world now, having overtaken France and Italy. And so wine is something which is growing in this country, the enjoyment, the interest, and is growing all across the country and at different age groups as well.
Well, I know, you auction off very expensive bottles of wine quite often, but can we find a wine on the market that's excellent and under $20?
Yes, absolutely. There's plenty of choices under $20, and what's great about today is that $20 gets you a lot better wine than it would have done 5, 10, or 15 years ago, because what we know about getting healthy grapes into the winery is so much more, and the progress that's been made. So our $20 really does get us great value for money.
One of the things that keeps popping up on my Facebook page are these organic wines, wines that are biodynamic. Help us understand what I'm even talking about.
So we as consumers all want to put healthy things into our bodies, and so the producers of wine also want to make healthy wines, and so there's been a movement towards sustainable agriculture, because wine's an agricultural product. You grow vines and grapes, and then organics is really making sure that only natural products are used in the vineyard and in the winemaking process. And biodynamics takes that a little bit further, so it extends the organic principles, and they use certain treatments in the vineyards based upon cycles of the moon. So it's really like going back many, many years ago to a natural farming regime. So, using natural products and us enjoying natural products in our wines.
Are you liking the flavors in these biodynamic wines and organic wines?
Yeah, I think it's actually very difficult to taste those flavors, because essentially it's giving greater transparency to the wine. You're getting healthier vineyards, and so it's very difficult to taste any nuance in the actual flavor of the wines.
All right. Well, the Encyclopedia, this is the 6th edition?
This is the 6th edition, fully updated since 2011. It's packed, it's a heavy book, it's 7 pounds, it's 800 pages with lots of great maps and images, but it really covers the entire world of wine, from how you grow vines to how you make wine, to all the different grape varieties and all the different wine regions. So it's great to dive into for a novice and learn about wine. It has information and detail for a connoisseur, and it's a great reference book.
Jamie, how can we get our hands on this wonderful book?
So it's sold at all great bookstores. It's also sold at Amazon.com and at Sotheby'sWine.com.
All right, that looks like something that I would like, honey, if you're listening, on my Christmas list. So talk to us, Jamie, a bit about some of the regions that are really coming on.
So there's been an evolution in taste worldwide, and people moving away from sort of bigger, bolder, more alcoholic wines to more nuanced, elegant wines with finesse. And that really translates itself in Burgundy with the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir grape variety, and in California, again, to Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. So there's been a movement towards more minerality, more elegance, more finesse on a worldwide basis. And we've seen other areas come up. More interest in sparkling wines, Prosecco, Champagne, Cava, and more interest in rosé. That continues to grow the interest in rosé. And so really, sort of globally, I think we're seeing those trends.
Jamie Ritchie, thank you so much for this fascinating interview.
Thank you, Angie.
Happy holidays. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay with us.